Hey, good morning. Hope you're well. Hey, this is a question that's still intrigues me. I've asked it on TED Conversations. If you don't know the organization TED, it's based in New York City, and they're very interested in cutting-edge ideas. Every year they hold a couple of conferences around the world, and they invite speakers who are doing new and interesting ideas and projects. But then they also have a place on TED.com where you can anyone can start a conversation about an interesting topic or reply to someone else's conversation about an interesting topic. And I also asked this question on the radio. There was a show here in Los Angeles that was very free form, where you could call in and talk about anything, and I asked the host the question and chatted a bit with him. But the question is, why is there no farmer who is as famous as Tom Cruise? It's something that, well, there do seem to be famous people in most fields, such as athletics, politics, of course, acting and painting and photography, modeling. There aren't as many famous engineers, are there? There might be some fairly well-known. Well, there are a few well-known architects like Frank Lloyd Wright, but I can't think of too many famous farmers who are famous for farming. And yet farming is the most crucial profession, isn't it? And the first need of any living creature is food. So we all depend on farmers for our very staying alive. So I would think there'd be at least a few famous farmers. So it's hard for me to understand why a few haven't become famous. I guess what would they be famous for? Being really excellent farmers. They might educate the public about farming, get themselves into media talking about farming. There are some famous chefs, but not too many famous farmers. Well, on TED, when people replied to my conversation, well, they were saying that in a movie Tom Cruise does rather spectacular things, whereas a farmer is maybe doing a lot of stuff that's kind of dirty, like shoveling out pig manure, or he's maybe doing very routine things that aren't that exciting to watch. Although if he could explain what he's doing, I think it could be interesting if it were approached the right way. I would imagine there's farmers who are very creative and artistic in how they farm and very thoughtful. So I would tend to think it's still a good question. So if you have any thoughts on the subject, you can leave them down below this video or send them to me via my channel. So thanks for your thoughts.